figured I was going to introduce these Let's Talk moments to get people excited about all the different people in the entertainment world and in the social media world, like it's exploded, you know. So I figured everyone asks questions of how to get involved, and that's why I'm inviting a lot of my friends to speak about what they do. So Michie's she's on, which is great. And this is me just saying welcome to the first Let's Talk session. And today's special guest is none other than former Miss Zambia, radio host, TV presenter, top model. Yes, I'm joined by Zambia's very own sweetheart, Michie. So I'm turning everything sideways because I want to make sure I use this as well for YouTube. She's coming through. She's coming through.
Yay! Where's there? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Man, it's been epic, man. It's been hectic. I mean, the UK, and look at you turning the questions on me already.
Bad habit. Yeah.
It's good habits, man. It's good habits. So, before we even get into all of this, like, I've seen you, like, got your TV thing going right now. You're still on radio. Like, yo, man, just tell me a little bit about what you're up to right now.
What I'm up to right now? Woo! Well, actually, rightfully put it, I am doing radio. So I do radio Monday to Friday. That is 15 to 18. 3 p.m. 6 p.m. Yeah. And then I'm currently on a TV show. I'm a co-host. So I've got 3 co-hosts. We have Mutale Mwanza, Natasha Vandermark, Esther Chingu, and myself. Yeah. So it's called Kizwangi and Lifestyle. So it's kind of like The View, but then like the Zambian version, if that kind of makes sense. Like I'm just looking for the closest comparison I can get. The View, the real, so it's just women from different backgrounds, different opinions getting together and just talking about different topics and stuff.
Nice. I mean, I've seen snippets of it because I'm hardly on TV. I hardly watch any TV, and I haven't watched it out here. But I've seen snippets. Yeah. Paul Cruz is usually editing the sound. So yeah. I see it way before everyone else sees it.
Yeah, you do like the glimpse before it's properly out. Yeah, Paul's our sound guy. We love Paul. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let's see how we're gonna get into this. So you told us a little bit about what you're doing right now. When did it all start? That's I think what people kind of would really like to know is like when did you decide like, oh, this is the career path that I'm taking, this is what I want to do with my life? And did you know, or was it just like something that just the waters led you that way?
So interesting you actually asked that. Let me just see if I can, why people want to call me now, but it is. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I got you. I can hear you.
Cool. So how it all started for me, I always talk about how it's like one thing led to the other. It's like one door opened and then so many other doors opened from that one door. So academically, my qualification is I have a Bachelor of Commerce degree in marketing. My certificates in law and computer programs. So when the modeling thing has kind of been always the constant. I've always modeled like in different pageants, like in schools and whatnot. But the big one came, which was Miss Zambia. And I kind of thought, let me just give it a shot. Like, you never know what happens. So I did Miss Zambia. I ended up winning. And through my reign as Miss Zambia, obviously, it's like you have multiple interviews. You meet certain people across all media platforms. So I'm being interviewed for print media. I'm being interviewed for TV, for radio. And then this came up, like, over and over again. Like, you should do radio. You should do TV. Like, have you ever thought about this career path? platform. But I think the voices became so loud that I started to believe that, hey, I could actually do this thing. So then I ended up giving it a shot, and I started with radio. I had the Miss Zambia radio show that was sponsored by Platinum Events. And then I had the TV version, the Miss Zambia TV show, and that all kind of boiled down to me having the first rated TV show, which was my kitchen party on Zambia. And yeah, now we're into Zambia and so many other things that have happened in between. So for me, I think the opening door was Miss Zambia. I think that kind of opened the path for everything else that I'm able to do now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but Miss Zambia, like as I said, you'll always be my favorite, Miss Zambia.
Yes, why is that?
Yeah, the line is back. It happens. Trust me. I think it's like something to do with the Zambian network.
Yay!
So, yeah. I'm catching you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
In your own words, what is a public figure?
A public figure, in my own words, is a personality that is easily recognized in certain areas for their achievements.
Okay.
Or something. Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Okay, based off that, because the next question was going to be the difference between a public figure and an influencer. You see, because I think a lot of people are caught in between the two realms. It's like, I'm a social media influencer. And then it's like, are you a public figure? Like, what are the two, like, how would you differentiate the line of public figure and influencer, if you could?
Jerome, I said go easy on me. A social media influencer, obviously, somebody that influences certain trends across social media, and they're usually paid for such.
Yeah.
Social media influencer. Yeah. So an influencer could be anyone. Anyone can be a social media influencer. You don't have to be a public figure to be a social media influencer. As long as in whatever realm of what you do, you're able to influence someone towards a certain product or a certain trend, you can be a social media influencer. But a public figure is somebody that, even without having to be an influencer, because of what they've done in certain areas, they are recognizable. Society, can spot them when they see them, or different sectors of society can spot them. So a public figure can be a social media influencer, but a social media influencer does not have to be a public figure, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, okay, let's go easy.
Please.
So your inspiration, basically, or inspirations, or the people that just have kind of shaped, like, the career path that you've taken, like, there's obviously a few different people that you've looked at and you've been like, I like what they've done, or even people that have mentored you within the industry, just those people that have inspired you and you look up to in the industry.
So I'd like you to, name them?
Give me 2 or 3. You don't have to name all of them. I'm sure you've got a list.
It's a very long list, because I'm basically, this industry is not the easiest. It's not for the faint of heart. I definitely had a lot of help along the way. I still have a lot of help along the way. So I am encouraged by people that basically don't give up. I mean, people that are dreamers and they just keep fighting, and they have this belief, that this conviction that this is what they're doing, and I just feed off of that, and I take what I can use from their side, and just being able to watch it from this viewpoint, that's encouraging for me. So there's plenty of people. I'm going to give an example of one who has gotten really close over the years. She's like, yeah, she's my guy. One of them is Scarlett Jemima. She's actually in the next room, so that's interesting. I'm almost always with Jemima. Yeah, she says hi. You're one of them, man. Like I watch you, and I have had days where I just don't feel like doing certain things, but then you randomly, there's been like 2 events where you randomly just get in touch, and for you it's just, I guess, random, but then for me it's been in moments where like, wow, I really needed to hear from someone over anything. So you're definitely one of those people. I have Matthew, who I do the show with on radio, and he's just, he's that energy that keeps me going on my down days. And of course, even my co-hosts on Tubange, they're all very strong, very different, very independent women. So the list is long, guys. Like, there's somebody for every day, there's somebody for every situation and every mood, but I am grateful all the way. Yeah.
One thing that I think I look up to, just what you've done right here when you talked about your inspiration, is you actually got these people in your circle. You know, a lot of people look for inspiration from like places they can't reach. You know, everyone's watching TV, or they're reading papers, and they're looking for inspiration from all of these places that they can't get to. And that is something that untangibleness can actually make your dreams seem even more like untangible. So I love the people that are around you, because guess what happens is when you have those 5, 6, 10, whatever, 15 people and they're close, whenever you are achieving, you see the joy it brings to them as well. You them achieve, and you keep pushing yourself. So you never ever, like, even when you're like, oh, I feel like I need to stop, there's always somebody there that's like, hey, but you know you got this. And that sometimes that's somebody to remind you that you got this, and they have to be close. They have to be close. So that's something that, if there's any gem that I can take from this, is like, your circle is important, man. Wow.
That's so true, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so how does someone watching become a public figure?
How does someone watching become a public figure? First of all, I don't think that should even be like an aspiration. Like, it's too ambiguous. Public figure, like, you wake up today and like, I want to be a public figure. Well, I think for me, it's just find your why, find your, like, what's your reason, you know? What's your conviction? I feel like when that kind of becomes streamlined and you're able to visualize, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I'm meant to do, then you put in your all, you put in your effort, and even on the dark days, you just keep on pushing. Because those are the things, it's those achievements that, when lined up, will amount to whether you're, worth holding the public figure title or, So I don't think it should be an aspiration, but basically just whatever you're doing, whatever you find passion in, whatever your conviction is, just give it your best shot, your best shot. And who knows, you might end up being a public figure.
Okay, the last question seems a little bit of a tough one, but it's not. It's quite simple. What would you want to be remembered for? Like, if there's one thing that you want to be remembered for, what would it be?
One thing I want to be remembered for. I spread love in good vibes. Like, I spread good vibes. That's what I would like to be remembered for. Yeah.
Man, and that was it. That was it. That was it. Like,
really?
That was it.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Nah.
I think we're done, guys.
Done. It's simple. Like, you see, this is the thing. I found that there's about about 5 to 6 questions that every organization in the world, basically, if you answer those 6 questions, it kind of gives people a clear indication of what it takes to be the person that they're aspiring to be. You know, and by speaking to people like yourself, even then, it says it all. Is you can't say, oh, well, I'm going to try and be this person. You have to be that person. You know, and I think that's what the clear difference between an influencer and a public figure. A public figure doesn't do what they're doing in order to gain followers and to sell and market. They're not trying to change trends. They're actually trying to impact lives. You know, they're trying to change people's livelihoods. They're trying to change people's thinking. And that is something that you can't go around and be trying to get like followers on the back of that. You have to just do what you're doing, and people will either love you and they will follow. Sometimes public figures do become influencers. We look at the likes of like people like Ali. You know what I mean? And it's clear. You know, even people like Oprah Winfrey. You know, it's clear the impact that they made. It changed so many people's thinking, you know, capacity.
That's true, yeah.
So, like, with what you're doing, as I said, the reason why I picked you is not just because we're close, but because if there's anybody that I feel embodied the public figure domain, like if there was anybody that I would put in that day, you are the epitome of what a public figure should be. If you're somebody that has put their life out there and you're not expected. You know, you never ever thought, oh, I'm doing this because I want to get this or I want to get there. You just done it because you felt like, oh, I feel the need to do this right now. And all the things you're doing, like to help as well, like please make sure you keep on, like just put it out there and get many others involved because you have the capacity to, within what you're doing right now, to inspire a lot of people to actually help move people forward, you know, as a nation. So big up my sister, man. And I got so much love for you and Jemima. She knows I got love.
Yeah.